Night before Thanksgiving, he popped open a Costco whiskey for us, and I love all sorts of whiskeys and want to try them all the time, right? And he was like, "Oh, it's smooth," and you could swear that it was a Crown made by the same people who made Crown Royal, whatever. It was beautiful, smooth, sweet, out of this world. Didn't burn at all. So easy to drink. Just a beautiful whiskey. And we ended up showing up to Thanksgiving the next day at Lisa's grandparents. Somewhat worse for the wear, and Ken, who is Lisa's dad, and then there's also Uncle Ken, and was like, "Oh, I was wondering, all you guys look a little bit sleepy." Like, yeah, we do. Costco whiskey. All right, so now this is gone into the trash. That's the trash, not the floor. I'll be right back. I've got two. Actually, I'll show you three. I'm only drinking one of these, but here we go. 1, 2, 3. Start with this one. Another just delightful little lager. But this one comes from Guatemala. And it's got this sweet little hit in it, and it's just a little beach beer. You could drink a billion of them, and I mean nothing. They're 5%, whatever, and it's this tiny little thing. They've got a bunch of these tiny little things down here. I've got one as well right here. It's really funny little guy. At least I actually made some amazing bread with it the other day. See this little thing? And it's got a little, you peel it off. It's almost like a really weak metal or almost a wax or something. Just peel it. Tiny little bottles. But yeah, this one, Marina imported lager beer from Guatemala. It's beautiful, lovely little thing. If you want a beach beer, don't expect like massive amounts of flavor. And we have two Winwoods. This one is a Belgian style golden ale, 9.3%. It's good, but anyone who knows me and what I feel about beer, it definitely does taste like picking up a urinal cake and licking it. And I would know that because of how the urinal cake smells, not because I've done it. Don't be smartasses. But after that first hit or two, the actual flavors start coming in, and I do enjoy it very much. It's called Father Francisco from Winwood Brewing here in Miami. He appears to be drinking a beer and holding some sort of stabby device and riding a sea monster. The one I'm going to drink is also from Winwood Laces IPA. Just a fun, artsy little thing. One of the things I do like about this is what's weird down here is you throw everything away. There is no recycling. The recycling happens at the garbage processing center. They separate everything out. So one of the things that stops recycling are the covers on the cans. So this is the first time I've ever seen it. It comes with a perforation here, and I can run my finger along it and feel it. You can peel that up, take it off, and it says, help increase recycling, remove the label. Kind of neat. All right, I'm going to put these guys away, open that guy up, and we'll keep going. All right, here we go. Another beautiful noise, isn't it? See, there's lots of flavor there. All right. I have washed my hands. Yes, I have touched a few things since then, but I have washed my hands. I'm going to remove the bamboo, remove the roustos, and the fancy handmade spoon. And we're going to make some meatballs. You ready? This is steeped in tradition. So many Italian grandmas and also bald fat-headed guys have made these things. And also, I guess, Irish grandmas and grandpas, because that's pretty much what my grandma and grandpa Gauntlet were, according to my uncle. It's almost beautiful, isn't it? I love that stuff. and it's all gonna come together and make this thing. These are not diced, I know. They're not minced, I guess. Is that what they got? They got finely minced? No. This is diced, not minced. Here we go. Dig right in. Make sure we're mixing it all together. Isn't that sound? Oh, isn't that beautiful? One thing that does strike me when I do this is the weird mix of smells that come out of it. There's a beautiful, like, the mustard and the onions and the meat and the pepper and the salt. You can definitely, like, smell all of that together. But then it's hit with this crazy apple pie and meat. I don't know, it's weird. But to tell you the truth, I love a lot of, like, the old school recipes. Unfortunately, Lisa found that the really nice Parmesan cheese that we bought from Amazon Fresh, had mold in it. But I was going to make this other really old school recipe in a few days with pork chops, where you take the pork chop and you rub it in a good ranch dressing, and then you roll it in breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, and then you bake that. And it sounds so weird, but it is so good. And I'm also gonna make, clam chowder here coming up soon. But today, this is what you got. This is what we're doing. So, one giant meatball. Now we just do this about 20 more times. I'm joking. No. We make a bunch of meatballs from this, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is rinse this off. And over here at the sink, you can't see me, you can just stare at my meat. Wash. Yeah. That's a spicy meatball. But you had to say it, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is we've got about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what to do, but I'm not going to make you suffer through, me talking while these things are getting done, right? No, that's not a good idea. So you make the meatballs, you place them on a cookie sheet. You want the meatballs to be about that big. From this, I should get, I don't know, anywhere from 15 to 25 meatballs. I cook it at 375 until the meatballs are done. Mostly done. You definitely want them to not be falling apart, not be mushy or anything like that. From there, you're gonna mix the broth, place the cooked meatballs in, and simmer them for 30 minutes. That is where we're gonna pick up with the second video. So, excuse me, see, I told you that medallion thing. Medellina. Hold on. Medalla. Medellin. That's not it. Anyway, we will pick up after I've cooked the meatballs and have the broth ready to go. I'll tell you how to make the broth. I'll show you the empty containers of the way that we made the broth, and we'll be good to go. And the fancy little ingredient that comes after that. It's a fun one. And the noodles as well. I'll throw that in right now. These are what I use. Just any sort of egg noodle. It's a beautiful one. I'm gonna do that. So what I'll do right now is let's go hang out on the porch for a second. Drink some beer. See if I can figure out how to turn this this bad boy around. No. Okay, I have no idea. With the actual camera, there is a icon that says flip it around, but not with this one. With this one, we're just like this. It's still awfully quiet out here. Nothing really crazy going on. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the 42 minute, almost 43, there it is, 43 minutes of hanging out with me and making spicy meatball. Come back and you're gonna hear about my favorite weed.